You're standing in the middle of the grocery store when it happens. Your kid drops to the floor, screaming, kicking, and completely losing their mind. Every set of eyes in the aisle turns your way, and you feel that familiar rush of heat crawl up your neck. You've tried reasoning, bribing, and even threatening consequences, but nothing works. Here's the truth no one tells you. If what you're seeing is a meltdown and not a tantrum, you're working from the wrong playbook entirely. And that difference matters. A tantrum is a choice, a bid for control. But a meltdown, that's a full-blown neurological overload. It's your child's nervous system in crisis, and understanding the difference changes everything. So this video is for parents who are exhausted from episodes that don't respond to traditional parenting strategies. Tired of feeling judged when your child loses it in public, and ready to finally understand what's really going on beneath the surface? Together, we're going to unpack the crucial differences between tantrums and meltdowns, how to spot the warning signs, and why discipline doesn't work when the nervous system is in chaos. Most importantly, you're going to discover how getting to the root of the problem through the nervous system can give your child the tools that they need to regulate, to calm, and to truly thrive. 1 in 6 kids today faces behavioral challenges, meltdowns, sensory struggles, explosive episodes that parents can't seem to get ahead of. That's not just a statistic, it's millions of families living in daily stress, wondering why nothing seems to work. We see it every single week in our office. Moms and dads who have tried every strategy. They've done the behavior charts, reward system, consequences, only to watch their child keep struggling. They walk in exhausted, carrying the weight of what am I doing wrong? But here's the truth. You're not doing anything wrong. You've just been told to focus on the wrong system. These struggles aren't simply behavioral, they're neurological. And once you understand that, the path forward looks completely different. The key difference between a tantrum and a meltdown comes down to control. So a tantrum is a behavioral choice. It's tactical, intentional, and usually tied to a specific outcome. A child might throw themselves on the floor to get that toy at the store or try to stall bedtime, and while the drama feels big, they still have some control. If you give in or distract them, the tantrum usually stops. Now, a meltdown, on the other hand, is an entirely different story. This isn't about getting their way, it's a neurological event. Picture a computer with too many tabs open that suddenly crashes. That's what's happening in your child's nervous system. Their brain becomes so overwhelmed that it literally can't process information or maintain control anymore. In those moments, the thinking brain goes completely offline. It's like trying to reason with someone in the middle of a panic attack. They simply can't take in what you're saying. Now, the nervous system is like the air traffic controller of the entire body, directing every signal, every response. When it's overwhelmed, the whole system is compromised. Emotional regulation, sensory processing, even behavioral control. Everything falls apart all at once. Now, how does a child's nervous system get to this place in the first place? For many kids, it starts before they're even born. Prenatal stress floods the developing nervous system with stress hormones, programming it to stay on high alert. And then we have birth intervention, so add in another layer, C-sections, forceps, vacuum deliveries. All of these can create subluxation or interference in the nervous system right when critical connections for regulation are being formed. Put simply, the nervous system gets stuck in overdrive. Imagine driving with the gas pedal jammed down. Your child is constantly in fight or flight mode, which makes sensory overload almost inevitable. Trying to build regulation on top of that is like building a house on a cracked or shoddy foundation. No matter how many behavioral strategies you add, it will never feel stable until the root imbalance is addressed. This is also why traditional discipline backfires during meltdowns. When you try to punish a child in that state, their overwhelmed nervous system sees it as another threat and sinks even deeper into crisis mode. It's like adding more weight to an already overloaded circuit. Instead of helping it, it causes bigger shutdown. Ignoring doesn't work either because this isn't attention-seeking behavior. Their system is sending out an SOS, begging for regulation. And even giving them what they wanted in the first place won't stop the meltdown once it's started. Because at that point, the issue isn't the trigger anymore. It's that their nervous system has passed the breaking point and needs time to reset. Traditional parenting tools fail here because they were designed for behavioral issues, not neurological ones. It's like trying to fix a leak with a hammer. The tool doesn't match the problem. Now, the good news is meltdowns don't actually come out of nowhere. They are always warning signs if you know what to look for. Your child might cover their ears or their eyes. They might avoid eye contact, start fidgeting, pacing, or trying to escape from a situation. Those are early signs that their nervous system is nearing overload. If you can catch it here, you may be able to keep that full meltdown from hitting. But if a meltdown does happen, your role shifts. You're not there to stop it. You're there to be the anchor in the storm. The best thing you can do is keep your own nervous system calm because your regulation helps your child's. Lower the sensory load in the room, dim the lights, soften voices, step away from crowds. The less their brain has to process, the sooner it can begin to regulate again. And when the peak has passed, you can often offer regulating support that match your child's needs. Things like deep pressure through a hug, a sip of cold water, a crunchy snack, or even rhythmic movement. These simple tools help their nervous system reset and find balance again. Now, your child's meltdowns are not a reflection of poor parenting, and they're certainly not a sign that something is wrong with them. What they really show is a nervous system crying out for help. More discipline won't solve it, but support will. When we get to the root cause with neurologically focused chiropractic care, we see incredible changes. Families notice not only fewer meltdowns, but also better sleep, improved focus, calmer moods, and stronger resilience overall. Children don't need more charts, rewards, or consequences. What they need is for their nervous system to finally find balance. So if this message resonates with you, we'd love to help you. Click the link in our bio. You can drop us a comment below, or you can send us a message to schedule with E320 Chiropractic. Together, we can help your child move beyond the cycles of meltdowns and step into a life where they can truly thrive.